All right, ladies and gents, this is where it's going to get fun. So we're going to take all the lessons that we've learned in previous videos and put them all together so we can create a 30-second presentation that I've already recorded a voiceover for. So you're just going to go to the Powtoon dashboard. So you go to powtoon.com, log in, and click dashboard, and you should see a screen like this. So we're going to click create, and we're going to click from scratch, start from scratch. And there are templates that are here. Some of them you may or may not have access to depending on your membership level, but you can use an existing presentation and then edit it. But for the sake of this video, we're going to start from scratch. So let's click go. So here we are back in the interface. Now the first thing we're going to do is upload the voiceover that I recorded in Audacity. How you do that is you go up here to sound, and then you say import file, and then you choose the MP3 file for your voiceover. And then just click apply. Now the sound has been uploaded. And if you come over here to the slides, you can see this 30 seconds. That lets me know how long my presentation is because it's going based off of the voiceover time. The reason you want to upload your voiceover first is you want to set your animation to your voice. So let's just play the first part of the voiceover.
Hi, my name is Lisa of ToCreateAWebsite.com.
Now I apologize if that wasn't terribly loud. It's a little tricky when you're recording sound coming out of your speakers. Hopefully you were able to hear that enough to see what's happening here. The voiceover started with a little intro, and that's something I like to do on a lot of my videos. To make the presentation more personal, I like to put a picture of myself or have that pop up at the beginning of the presentation. So I'm going to show you how to do that. Notice the playhead is right here at 4 seconds. For this first slide that's just going to show the introduction, that's the length this first slide needs to be. So we're just going to go over here to the minus and go down to 4 seconds because that's all we need for this slide. So let's go up to image where I already have an image of myself. And if you don't have a picture of yourself that you like to use, you can always just use one of the animated characters or one of the images from the styles panel and just use one of their images. You can just find somebody that looks similar to you and then just use that. But I'm just going to take a picture that I've actually used in other spaces online. So for this first slide, I want my face to kind of pop up into the frame when I say, hi, my name is Lisa. And then I want my logo to then come over here on the right side. So let's start with animating me. So you always want to put the picture exactly where you want it to land when the animation stops. So about there is fine. Right now, the animation is starting at 2 seconds. That's too long. I tend to do it at half a second because remember, you want to give the animation time. If I put it all the way over here, there's not going to be time for the animation and it's just going to appear in the frame. So we always want to slide it over. So now let's choose our entry animation. And remember, anytime you animate an object, you have to select it first. So make sure you do that. Oh, and also I want to mention you can resize your image by dragging these handles here. And you can also rotate it when you see that little arced arrow. So just keep that in mind too. Let's choose our entry animation. And I want it to come up. And then for the exit animation, I want it to pop, and it's already selected. For the exit, remember you have to give it time to exit, so we're going to drag it a half a second that way. So let's come over here to our controls, and we're going to play this slide from the very beginning to see what it looks like.
Hi, my name is Lisa of ToCreateAWebsite.com.
Perfect. So now let's do the same for my logo. We're going to go up here to image because I've already got a logo uploaded. I'm going to select it, insert image. And I'm going to move it over here to the right, and I'm also going to resize it just a little bit by clicking and dragging here. So we want it to come up about there. Now for the entry animation, I'm going to have it just fade in. And for the exit, I'm also going to have it pop. So ideally, let's drag it over to half a second. Ideally, my face will come in, this will fade in, and then they'll pop at the end of the slide. That's the look I'm going for. So let's play it and see what happens.
Hi, my name is Lisa of ToCreateAWebsite.com.
Perfect. That's what we want for the first slide. Now, you might have noticed when you watched that there was a slight lag or delay with the actual video, and the audio and video did not quite sync up perfectly. That's because that's happening when I'm recording the screen. I promise you in real time it's synced perfectly. So if you're noticing that there's a little bit of a delay with the video, that's the recording software when I'm recording the screen. It probably has something to do with me needing more RAM or something on my computer. But I just wanted to let you know that, and it shouldn't have any impact on how you learn the software. It's just happening when I'm recording the screen. So I just wanted to point that out. So now let's move on to the next slide. Let's listen to what I say next.
Are you lacking creativity for your blog posts?
Are you lacking creativity for your blog posts? What I'm thinking is I want to use a person who is lacking creativity. How can I represent that? Maybe somebody who looks sad or who looks frustrated. So I'm going to come over here to the My Styles panel and look for somebody. So I'm under the Groovy Styles, and this is a premium style. So if you have the free version of Powtoon, then you won't have access to this. But I'm going to use Rosa. And Powtoon actually names all of their characters. Let's look for Rosa looking sad. There we go. So we're just going to click that and put Rosa into the animation. Now, let's give Rosa a background. This white is kind of boring. I've selected the mini town style, and I know they have some blank rooms in this one. Let's just choose the blue room. Right away it comes to life because she's standing in a room, right? Let's play from the beginning of the slide and see what I say.
Are you lacking creativity for your blog posts? Wish you had more ideas?
This slide should ideally be about 6 seconds. So let's just go ahead and delete the extra seconds. But let's click on Rosa here. She comes in actually very late, so we need to drag her here. Now, how do I want Rosa to enter the presentation? Let's just have her pop in. How about that? And then for her exit, let's have the hand drag her away. That's kind of rude. We'll just have her go to the right. How about that? So now let's play it.
Are you lacking creativity for your blog posts? Wish you had more ideas?
So when I said wish you had more ideas, what I'm going to do is take one of the props over here and I'm going to grab this light bulb. So when I say wish you had more ideas, the light bulb comes up. So let's drag it over here near the corner of her head and I'm going to resize it. So it's a little larger, drag it down. And now I need to decide how I want this light bulb to come in. I think a pop sort of makes sense for this. I think I actually may need to make this slide 1 second longer. We'll play it out and see how it looks. Let's see how this goes.
Are you lacking creativity for your blog posts? Wish you had more ideas?
That works. 6 seconds is pretty good because now we're ready for the next slide. So let's just start and play our animation from the very beginning and see what we've got.
Hi, my name is Lisa of TwoCreateAWebsite.com. Are you lacking creativity for your blog posts? Wish you had more ideas?
Looks pretty good. Now let's go to the next slide. Let's see what I say next.
Well, I've got the solution for you.
Well, I've got the solution for you. Now, I purposely said it like that because I want to use an effect that I know Powtoon has. It's a text effect, and it's called word by word. So it basically puts the words on the screen one line at a time in an animated fashion. So I'm just going to click that. And anytime you put text in your presentation, you double click to edit. And I'm going to type solution for you. Not a fan of that font. So I'm going to get something a little bit more bold. Let's see how this looks. Perfect. Let's center it and let's make it larger. And say apply. Now we can drag this. Now we know the animation needs to start a little earlier. We'll see how this plays out. I'm not as concerned about an entry point for this because we need this to happen pretty quickly. This is going to be a short slide because all I'm basically saying is solution for you. So let's see what this looks like.
Wish you had more ideas? Well, I've got the solution for you.
Okay, and so let's drag this over just a little bit because I think the animation came up a little too quickly for this. So let's play it from the beginning again.
Hi, my name is Lisa of ToCreateAWebsite.com. Are you lacking creativity for your blog posts? Wish you had more ideas? Well, I've got the solution for you.
Now you can't control the timing of the word by word, so without really knowing how fast that was going to be, that turned out pretty good. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is just finish the presentation. I'm not going to go through every step because hopefully you get the idea now. The idea is you choose whatever image or animation you want, set the timeline, and then you adjust the length of the slide so everything syncs up. That's really the idea. So I'm going to finish this and then I'm going to go through the rest of the presentation just to explain how I did everything. I'll see you in the next video and then we'll wrap up this presentation.